Yo, what up YouTube? You just saw the gameplay of one of my apps, Grid. This one has been downloaded over 200,000 times, and I wanted to make a video showing how much Apple and how much the various ad networks paid me for all the downloads I got. I have 4 apps total, and overall they have 500,000 downloads. So yeah, let's get into it. So people ask me all the time how much I really made off my apps, and not a lot of people understand how it really works. So I wanted to ask my roommate how much he thinks I made off these 500,000 downloads. Yo, buddy.
Yo, mate.
How much you think I made off 500,000 app downloads?
I don't know, like 7K?
7K?
Yeah.
Like over what period of time?
A couple years.
Couple years? Okay. See if you're right. But first we gotta lay out the 4 key factors into what determines your revenue on the App Store. Alright, at number 1 we got in-app purchases. This is basically the extra content that your app might offer to get ahead in the game. So for instance, my app offers tile swaps and bombs, and basically they help you get a higher score in the game. And you can also purchase a no ads feature, which removes all the ads from my game and makes it more enjoyable to play. Okay, number 2 is the ad networks. So there are a bunch of different ad networks you can choose from that will place ads within your app. So the 2 networks that I worked with closely were RevMob and AppLovin. The reason I chose these networks is because I heard great things about them, and I actually had a better experience with AppLovin. The support with AppLovin was great. I was in contact with their representatives. They gave me tips that would allow me to increase my revenue with my users, which was awesome. Now what you can do, which is what I should have done, is sign up with a bunch of different ad networks and put them into what's called a waterfall. So what this does is it'll allow you to run all the ad networks at the same time, and they will actually bid against each other to get placements within your app. So what this means is if one ad network wants to place an ad within your app and they're bidding $1, another one can bid $2. So the waterfall will choose the highest paying one, and then that will be what is placed within your app. So it'll actually increase your earnings. If I had done this, I would have made way more, but you know, you live and you learn. Number 3 is your eCPM. This is your effective cost per mile. So this is how much you're making on 1,000 impressions within your app. So every time 1,000 people see an ad pop up within your app, that's how much you're making. A typical eCPM is anywhere from $2 to $5. Number 4, your users' lifetime value. This is basically how long your users play your app. And of course, the more they play, the more ads they're gonna see, which generates you more revenue. And each user has their own specific lifetime value. So one player might earn me way more than the next because they like my app more and they're playing it for a lot longer. All right, let's get into the stats. Okay, here we go, guys. We're in my App Store Connect account. This is Apple's analytics little app that they give to all their developers, and you can see kind of how your apps are doing, what's happening within them. And as you can see right here, I have 504,000 downloads on all of my apps. As you can see, I have 5 different apps. Grid I had to upload twice to the App Store for reasons that I won't get into. But yeah, you can see all of my apps here, and you can see how many times they've been downloaded. So for example, Wordle has been downloaded 260,000 times. First version of Grid was downloaded 216,000 times, and the second version of Grid was downloaded 14,000 times. So yeah, you can also see my timeline over here. You can see a few spikes. So on this particular day, my app was downloaded 50,000 times. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and get into the sales here. So this is only my in-app purchases. This is not ad revenue. And as you can see, I've made a total of $3,000 within in-app purchases. You can see them all laid out here. So my most popular one is 5 tile swaps on Grid, which netted me around $800. And then we have 10 bombs on Grid, which netted me around $600, and so on. So yeah, in-app purchases were not a majority of my earnings, and now we'll get into the actual ad earnings from the different ad networks that I was running on my apps. Okay guys, so here we are in AppLovin. This is the main advertiser that I ran on my apps. And as you can see, throughout the lifetime of my apps, they've gained a total of 12 million impressions. Impressions are every time an ad pops up. So an ad has popped up to a player or user of my apps 12 million times. My apps have been clicked on 1.6 million times. And my eCPM was $2.77, which is honestly pretty decent, bringing us to total revenue with this one ad network to $33,000. And keep in mind that this is over a period of a few years. We have some spikes here. So on this particular day, I made over $800 in one day off my app, and that coincides with the day that I got 50,000 downloads, because obviously a bunch of people were playing my app during that day. And then it kind of gradually goes down, and I'm making a couple hundred a day for basically the rest of it, and then continues down, and I'm making like 30, 10, 15, whatever a day. Okay, the second ad network that I used has actually since been shut down. It's called RevMob. So I actually can't log into their website because it's down now. They took it completely off the internet. I have no idea why. They were a great ad network, but I'll go ahead and show you the PayPal payments that RevMob sent me throughout the years. So we'll hop into my Gmail. Okay, so as you can see, I got a total of 15 payments from RevMob, and we'll just go through them all. So the first one's $900, second one, $524, and so forth. I'll go ahead and add all these up for you guys. Oh, this is a big one. So yeah, on November 2015, I made close to $2,000 with RevMob. And then, yeah, December 2016 actually made over 2,000 with RevMob. January 2016, 1.4 thousand. And then we slowly moved back down because I transitioned from RevMob back over to AppLovin because they were actually paying me a lot more. So yeah, guys, just going over it all again, I made 3,000 with in-app purchases within my app. Close to over 33,000 with AppLovin, and around probably 8,000 or 9,000 with RevMob. So yeah, there you have it. My total earnings with all of my apps combined, over 500,000 downloads. App development is a really great thing to get into. You know, it's fun. That's the reason I got into it. I personally am a web developer. I don't know how to develop apps. Believe it or not, I actually found developers to make these apps for me. So if you want to learn how to do that, go ahead and shoot me a DM on my Instagram. It'll be on the screen. Just shoot me a message and I'll help you out, and maybe we can work together on an app. Who knows? But let's do it. Thank you for watching. I'll be uploading a ton of more content. I'm into various other businesses as well, so hopefully I can give you guys some good content regarding those. And before you guys go, I would really appreciate it if you checked out my latest app. It's called Puff Count. Basically what Puff Count is it's a tool to help people who are addicted to vaping, or just people who vape in general. So basically it helps you keep track of how much you use your vape. So every time you puff your vape or use it, just click puff, and then it'll help you keep track. It'll help you keep track of how much you're vaping. So again, you just hit puff every time you vape, and you can monitor your daily, your weekly, and your monthly progress. So you can see how your usage has changed over time. So if you vape, if you're addicted to vaping, this is a must-have tool for you. It'll definitely help you. Yeah, guys, go check it out. Thank you so much. Just one more thing, guys. All my apps are completely free. So if you want to check one out, the links will be in the description. I would really appreciate it if you could give Puff Count a download and a rating, since that is my newest app. I'm trying to get it off the ground. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more content.